Chapter 17. Mortuus Pater FILIUM MORITURUM expectat by Victor Hugo from the book Les Miserables. Marius dashed out of the barricade. Commiphera followed him, but he was too late. Gavroche was dead. Commiphera brought back the basket of cartridges. Marius bore the child. Alas, he thought, that which the father had done for his father he was requiting to the son. Only Thénardier had brought back his father alive. He was bringing back the child dead. When Marius re-entered the redoubt with Gavroche in his arms, his face, like the child, was inundated with blood. At the moment when he had stooped to lift Gavroche, a bullet had grazed his head. He had not noticed it. Courfeyrac untied his cravat, and with it bandaged Marius' brow. They laid Gavroche on the same table with Mabeuf, and spread over the two corpses the black shawl. There was enough of it for both the old man and the child. Commiphera distributed the cartridges from the basket which he had brought in. This gave each man 15 rounds to fire. Jean Valjean was still in the same place, motionless on his stone post. When Commiphera offered him his 15 cartridges, he shook his head. "Here's a rare eccentric," said Commiphera in a low voice to Enjolras. "He finds a way of not fighting in this barricade." "Which does not prevent him from defending it," responded Enjolras. "Heroism has its originals," resumed Commiphera. And Courfeyrac, who had overheard, added, "He is another sort from Father Mabeuf." One thing which must be noted is, that the fire which was battering the barricade hardly disturbed the interior. Those who have never traversed the whirlwind of this sort of war can form no idea of the singular moments of tranquillity mingled with these convulsions. Men go and come, they talk, they jest, they lounge. Someone whom we know heard a combatant say to him in the midst of the grape shot, "We are here as at a bachelor breakfast." The redoubt of the Rue de la Chanvrerie, we repeat, seemed very calm within. All mutations and all phases had been, or were about to be, exhausted. The position from critical had become menacing, and from menacing was probably about to become desperate. In proportion as the situation grew gloomy, the glow of heroism empurpled the barricade more and more. Enjolras, who was grave, dominated it, in the attitude of a young Spartan sacrificing his naked sword to the sombre genius, Epidotas. Commiphera, wearing an apron, was dressing the wounds. Bossuet and Feuilly were making cartridges with the powder flask picked up by Gavroche on the dead corporal, and Bossuet said to Feuilly, "We are soon to take the diligence for another planet." Courfeyrac was disposing and arranging on some paving stones which he had reserved for himself near Enjolras, a complete arsenal, his sword cane, his gun, 2 holster pistols, and a cudgel, with the care of a young girl setting a small Dunkirk in order. Jean Valjean stared silently at the wall opposite him. An artisan was fastening Mother Hucheloup's big straw hat on his head with a string, for fear of sunstroke, as he said. The young men from the cowgird dakes were chatting merrily among themselves, as though eager to speak patois for the last time. Joly, who had taken Widow Hucheloup's mirror from the wall, was examining his tongue in it. Some combatants, having discovered a few crusts of rather mouldy bread in a drawer, were eagerly devouring them. Marius was disturbed with regard to what his father was about to say to him.